Welcome back. Today we will be playing as Turkey. Last episode we started a fight with France, and then we ended before the war started. We were a little surprised to see the war go through. Now we've assigned everyone to all the fronts, we've added stuff to our queue, and we are ready to rumble. The main war goal is here, but we are also trying to break France up. I think we have several naval invasions set, and pending them making progress or getting in there, we will set a bunch of new troops down in there. An obligation from Zybe, I guess. Let's see, we are bankrolling them. Yes, now I remember. They were in here. And we are just trying to get both these guys in our market. The problem is we have to get Manchuria or Russia before we can get Great Mongolian State, before we can get Zybe. Jibe. Not sure exactly how it's pronounced. Thought about involving ourselves in that war. And one of the things we've really been struggling with is keeping up with this construction queue now that all of the rural resources are just like completely exhausted. Except for a couple pieces of land that we've gotten recently, which do not have the pops to like really even employ everyone. It's all done. There's no rural, there's no agriculture. There's 3 or 4 states which just don't have the population to support anything really. There's a couple here, and one where we annexed Georgia. Although, let's take a look. There are some unemployed people, so we will... Yeah, but they're having trouble finding employment for these. And they are, like, set to auto-expand. And that one will auto-expand in just a moment. What is most profitable here? Looks like it's the cows. So we'll add a couple of cows and a couple of coffee. It's easier to find people to import livestock or meat from than it is to import coffee from, although it's harder and harder to find people to import from when we are a huge majority of the market, where a majority of the world's GDP is within our market. Not sure that there's a good way to check that. So we have a GDP of 3.9 billion, but it doesn't... We can't check everyone. We can only check state by state, I think. Suppose we should be watching a little more carefully to see if our landings pop off. Is a bit of a critical feature in terms of what's going on. France has not assigned a ton of people to any front as far as I can see, which is a little bit alarming. You'd have thought that they would have assigned more to a front. Also makes it much harder to land them. Russia owes us an obligation. Okay, let's take a look. We're just going to absolve it to make them cordial. And if we get another obligation, we can pull them into our customs unit. Fantastic. If someone's importing engines from us, we will try and expand our engine industry. A little tough to expand much of anything. We were thinking of also maybe going to a tax system that would actually make us less money. We would make 900k less, but this is kind of the equivalent of lowering taxes, right? It would be a much more progressive tax. Tax on the wealthy, of course. Our poorest pops their biggest demands are luxury goods, so I don't really think we're getting much of that done. And our queue is mostly filled or emptied. I'm not going to concern myself too much with keeping the queue filled. If you're bin maxing, this is important, but I kind of want to minimize the pausing. So I guess we'll just go in here and try and find a couple places to build. And set up rubber to just auto expand. These places do not have enough people there yet. People are starting to migrate to here, so we're starting to get employment here. So we can take a little bit more aggressive steps, I think. All these are set to auto expand, but the auto expansion is kind of slow. And the other way we could kind of sort through is we could look for areas where it's going to be profitable. Just add a couple. And also look for areas, not just for the looking at the profit or the revenue, but also, well, we don't want to make more of that, but also looking to see where are people unemployed. Like, so for example, here might be a nice place because there are unemployed people there. It's very nice change to the UI in 1.06. But kind of stretching the upper limits of what we can do. We probably should just be doing this with the shift button. Tools seem to be old faithful in terms of, ooh. There's a lot of unemployed people there. Clothes are also pretty good. Unfortunately, we are bottlenecked on like the world global supply of hardwood. We're importing from everyone, and we still have problems. So, kind of want to avoid making luxury furniture if we can. This is something that has just been a problem for quite some time now. Where is it? Yeah, we are importing from 18 different people. And there should be no available import routes. Ah, there is one. Happy day. We can import 2 hardwood. Oop. And I wasn't paying attention up here. We will move everyone to these fronts. And look to splinter apart France. We have splintered China, we have splintered Spain, and most of the people who are actually in the top 7, well, not most, but a good chunk of them are our subjects anyways. Like Austria is our subject. Great Qing cannot become our subject. We're really hoping that here, actually, let's see if we can owe an obligation, because we want to have this subject relationship before we splinter up France, because we would not want him to evolve to a great power. If he gets up to a great power, then we can no longer incorporate him into our market. But as it stands, the Turkish market grows some more. So he could pull us into a defensive pact, but we don't really care if we have a defensive pact with Russia or not, so yeah. Very surprised to see France not back down from this fight. One of the kind of annoying things about having such a huge market that has a bunch of different countries is we really have to keep our infamy down. And so this is something we have to deal with. The other country we're really trying to get in is East India Trade Company, but they are not very much fans of us. Alright, so I think we did that. And these are not the most well optimized. In theory, you want to get up to 51 to get the maximum throughput bonus. We do not have that. Don't want to build those. And here we will focus on increasing the throughput bonus on a lot of these. Which you get at 51. And this war should be progressing pretty good. One of our colonial expeditions, I haven't gotten this event in quite a while. In Congo has encountered Dutch troops in the region. Turkey demands that we turn back and abandon our designs on the Congo. Turkey demands? Don't you mean Netherlands? Until instructions from Holland and Eastern Thrace, they seemed determined to maintain a jovial mood despite the nominal standoff. The Dutch officer corked a bottle of wine and proposed a toast. Reluctantly, the Turkish commander took the glass. Very reluctantly, it is a taboo. The things I do for Turkey, he thought to himself as he downed it. Well, I do not want to go over 25 infamy, which this would send me over. And I really don't care if they have a claim on May. Well, France is trying to land Austria. That's an interesting one. Yeah, and if we look at market price, it's like all... it's energy, which is difficult to get everyone in on, or it's difficult to get the places fully employed for the energy, unless you use the later PMs, which use more natural resources, and everything else that's expensive is a natural resource, so... You're gonna need a few. So... And in terms of macro, like what we're doing too, we're playing towards the end of the game. We have to have a GDP of over negative 292. I'm a little worried though because that's bugged. We don't really need an alliance. They are in our customs union. They are friendly. Although, we actually wouldn't mind if they call us in to clap the United States a bit. So... the only question is do we want to use our influence in this way? And one of the really annoying things is really hard to parse through, you know, all the things you have because you have to go through all these menus and you can't sort. Very not good at UI. Alright, Great Mongolian State. We can get them to our customs union. Ah, because we now have the adjacency to Russia. Perfect, exactly. resolve the obligation as well. Actually, they're already friendly, so we'll just hold on to the obligation. And then we should be able to get them as well. Now, why can't we change you to our customs union? Ah, wait. We just have to wait for them to accept in the Great Mongol State. And now we can invite them. And they will accept. So let's stop bankrolling a lot of these guys. With whom we have the union and we want. Get Morocco in, let's stop bankrolling them. We got a bunch of extra, we're going to improve relations with them to try and speed that up, because we don't want Spain becoming a great power again before we can get them into our market. We were thinking of making them Sardinia Piedmont protectorate, but I really don't think I'm feeling it anymore. Austria, we're considering the same thing. Same with Poland. I think I'm not feeling it as much with Poland. I'd rather just have the Diplo, even if it's just excess Diplo, because that does decrease or increases the rate at which infamy decays. Zaibei doesn't need, you don't need to import anything. Yeah, you accepted. And now, if we take a look at our market, it is absolutely huge. Massive. A lot of it just like appearing massive on the back of Russia, but... Ooh, what is this? Move a couple more to that front. What do we have here on this front? Yeah, probably too many guys. So we definitely don't want to lose that front there. And no one's opposing us anymore. Although definitely occupying the capital is the most critical thing. Again, not going to concern ourselves too much with the construction, although I think we will look to kind of use it. Look at how profitable this lead mine is. So much. Average annual wage of 82. It's just insane. Because there's so much demand for, you know, the raw resources. And the AI is just not very good at building construction and building the raw resources. So, what can you do? I don't know. We could increase the demand for coal by turning on some of these power plants later PMs. The problem is, before when I've gotten to super late game, I end up rolling them all back. I want to find a 51 to turn to. Well, this is close enough. We will lose money. increase employment. And, well, I don't think we need any help. Yeah, I'll just keep... Is electricity really not that cheap? Oh, it's kind of not that expensive. That's not too bad. Okay, fair enough. We are using electric railways, so it will get more expensive as we expand, like everything. And I'm only building industries in incorporated territories, so the only one incorporated down here is Buenos Aires, and the only one incorporated here is Heroland. And the reason I incorporated them was because they have a trade center, which gives migration attraction, so they were going to attract a lot of surplus pops anyways, so that's why I integrated them. Why'd that happen? Definitely want guys on that front. Do not want to give them back their capital. Textile mills, I guess. I can try and get some of these to 51 or closer. Not that profitable, but tools are always profitable. I wish there was a way to auto-expand infrastructure as needed. Like if the railroad is fully employed and there's still a lack of infrastructure, just automatically expands. That would be such a nice QOL. Whatever's going on here is actually incredibly annoying. Do not want them transferring over to this front like this. Hopefully you can merge these fronts so it's not a problem. Ah yes, the go to details screen that doesn't do anything. Always the classic. Now you are a feminist. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see how these battles are going. Yep. You're gonna need some better technology. Doesn't even have squad infantry yet. Or can't afford squad infantry might be actually the correct way of doing it, or looking at it. We are having some taxation capacity issues. Now, I don't think any specific area has tax capacity issues, so we'll plop down a whole bunch of these. probably know exactly how much infrastructure it gives, but... Hold up. Why are you not decaying below 0? Okay. Didn't realize... I thought I could just occupy the capital and it would work. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna spend some more time like that then. Alright, let's see if... I think these areas are starting to really get the population going. Yeah. So I think we can go ahead and kind of push this stuff up to max. And the meat's most profitable. Well, we'll split it between these two. And you're gonna need a rail for all that, I think. You're still having problems getting people there. As are you. Just a quick look at some world facts. In terms of GDP, we are like way stronger than everyone else. And now we are starting to get people into our market that are, you know, should be great powers. Like the East India Company would be really big if we could get them in. I'm trying to get Spain in. Especially before they flip. There we go. Let's see. East India Trade Company would be big. Look at standard living. We don't even have the highest. Tunis does. I think we are importing stuff from Tunis, and they only have a few jobs, and those jobs are working in the trade centers, and they just make hand over fist. I think we're importing lead, and that is why Tunis is #1, I believe. Fascist Prussia. Prussia is not okay. Wow, there's 2 Prussia revolts at once. Fantastic. Yeah, Prussia's really not okay this run. And it sucks because you can't get mill access. So you can't like snake your way in there very easily. They are in the Turkish market, so I think they'll do just fine annexing that. We don't have to worry about it. Can unlock this. Probably gonna need a little bit more. And if not, we'll need it eventually, so it's really not too bad. Considering we have excess construction capacity. Built a lot in southern Serbia, by the looks of it. We have their capital. I thought that would push the war goal. And nice, we got a united front. So no more weird swapping on fronts. Tevik Bey is making his way over. We were trying to transfer Ash. Don't know why it's not ticking. Because they don't hold their capital. Oh, we have to also occupy Occitania or whatever. I mean, sure, this is actually a front we can get to. So we'll put down a little because they are in our market, so... You guys are doing okay again. Kind of got a lot of tools coming up here. Whoa, tons in Buenos Aires of people, so we'll just really focus on that, I guess. Could start switching more places over to steel passenger. Try and bring down transportation and increase standard living. I don't think I want to do that at this point. There's really not a lot of stuff left to research. So I guess we have to occupy Occitania. Maybe we will, try and, expedite things a little. Some furniture places auto-expanding. Maybe you should take them off. Gonna check Greater Caucasus again. Still struggle busing. Huge migration though, right? Projected change in pop here is plus 40%, so that's gonna resolve soon. Just takes a little time. And we... yikes. We're gonna need more government admins. Really wish there was an auto-expand, an intelligent auto-expander for rails. God, we're making so much money, and we gotta figure out a way to lose some money. This is one way. We'll also turn on thing. We could turn on both of these actually, but actually let's do it. We already have minimum taxes. Don't think there was any laws we wanted to pass. Thought about doing worker protections, but a little concerned that it'll make our economy implode. Because it'll be spat out at level 5. But I mean, we have such a big thing, right? We have such a big savings pool, like $500 million. Probably could swap back if we need to. Haven't messed around too much with this law. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll try it out. The Industrialists aren't happy, but... Whoa! Why do we have a front with Great Britain? I'm confused. How are we at war with Great Britain? Okay. I'm less confused. Trying to get guys on this front. Oh, that's counting as one front. I suppose it's fine. You can actually come here. Did I see someone back down? No. Well, the US joined something. Well. Kind of inclined to join the Free States of America. I'll leave a truce. Yeah. Well, we can bankroll them. Or we can't. Oh, they're bugged a little bit. Wonder how this worked just fine. Get a nice little obligation from Prussia. Might be able to make them protectorate. But I think we'd rather make them a dominion. few preemptively, I guess. Transportation's a little expensive anyways. Oh, what's this? I think we can expand lead here. I mean, lead's just wildly profitable. The closer you get to 51, the more valuable going to 51 is. I'll need it. We're over 51 everywhere. Just looking to give people jobs somewhere. Although, I'm hoping all this surplus labor makes it so that minimum wage is not, like, doesn't break us instantly. Really love this front to get going. Don't think this is gonna work. Was that Austria? Did Austria do this landing? I don't remember doing it. And they're starting to tick. I guess we just needed to get a foot planted there for the Occitania war goal. Expensive because our people are obsessed with it. Can't build there yet. Well, I mean, there's a bunch of free infrastructure. I guess we can build here. If you build it, they will come. I think these are all set to auto expand, yep. Looks like these are doing pretty well. Our people are getting hoity-toity. Let's see who's consuming them. These are the affluent people. How much are they consuming? They're consuming 1% of their expenditures on fine art. Pretty sure that it does get the throughput bonus. Can't imagine why it wouldn't. Although it's weird that arts gets the throughput bonus, but not my call. Is there a better PM for this? Right. Yeah, all these are just worse. Maybe switch here. Make them more profitable. Ah, we lost the front. Damn. This is taking a little while to resolve. Oh, we're doing it all by ourselves, that's why. Oh well. Make short work of all this front. And this one too. Probably gonna look to integrate someone after this. Or it's over. Too much steel. Let's try and get these above 51. Buenos Aires and Bosnia. Buenos Aires. Should be able to bankroll them now. For the free states of America. Cursed timeline where it's not the United States versus the Confederate States. It's United States versus free states. This front's kind of stalling out a little bit. What the hell? So many people in Hokkaido. Oh wow. You know what? They might be unemployed because of the infrastructure deficit. Nope, that's not it. Well, yeah, I mean, they actually, that might be it, but in a more roundabout way. Could get rid of some of our consumption taxes just cause. I don't hate it. that all they want. Oh, no. Alright. I think I'm going to call it a session there. We're about halfway through our war with France. It's really stalled out. Um, and still expanding our market. Big thing that happened this episode was we integrated Russia and the Chinese breakaways in Spain all into our market, so now our market is absolutely huge. And so that's nice. About halfway through the war with France. We'll finish it next episode. Anyways, have a good one.